Hello, I am Dr. Chandrashekhar, founder, coach, and someone deeply curious about what truly lasts. I want to explore the stories behind real impact and to help you uncover what it truly takes to build a meaningful legacy. Together, we'll sit down with visionaries, educators, and change makers, people who have walked the path and shaped lives, not just businesses. Welcome to the Legacy Blueprint. Hello and welcome to one more episode of the Legacy Blueprint with me, CSK. Friends, as you've been watching every episode, one after the other, we have been able to bring the conversation to the most important point, that is, how do I shape my life in a meaningful manner? Today, to talk more about it, to talk something which is more interesting and connecting to all of us is money. But today we are here to talk about more than money. How do we individuals live a legacy far beyond money, a financial legacy, and into well-being? So the wealth and well-being is the other side of money and profiting. So today we are here to talk about it, and I have with me none other than Mr. Anand Mehta, the author of a pertinent book called Money Vibe. You can see him holding it. And most importantly, he himself is a serial entrepreneur, director of Modi Properties, one of the reputed builders in Hyderabad, south of India, and his business background and entrepreneurial journey is itself a fantastic journey for all of us to learn and listen to. So without much ado, please join me in welcoming Sri Anandji. Anandji, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. CSK. Thank you so much for this introduction. And I'm very glad to be here with CSK ji because he's one of the person who's actually appreciated Money Vibe. When we met first, I still remember that. And he's a great person. It'd be a great conversation today. I hope it's going to be great.
Thank you very much.
And this book is for you.
Oh, thank you so much. That's my copy of Money Vibe, and I will definitely take your signature as we move out. But then, thanks so much. Let me keep it here for all the audience to also take a look at it as we continue this conversation.
Yeah.
Well, so now, moving forward, you started off very, very early.
Yes.
Right? And from there on, I think you've given yourself almost more than 2 decades of time of your life to business and the whole journey.
Yeah.
So tell our viewers, आपका जो शुरुआत था, मुझे याद है shipyard में हुआ था.
Yes.
But tell us the story.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the whole story is, firstly, I was in my 11th standard, I believe, and I flunked in economics. When I flunked in economics, my father was like, you're fit for nothing and you'll have to do something. And my uncle who lives in Gujarat, Alang, he was running a shipbreaking yard. So वहाँ पे shipbreaking yard में my father had seen earlier. So he said कि बेटा तू you're not doing anything education wise also. I want you to get yourself trained there. जा वहाँ पे. I said ठीक है, what to do? I was in my teens, I mean 15, 16 years old. And Papa said कि तू जा वहाँ पे training लेके आ. वहाँ पे तू सीखेगा value for money and everything. I said ठीक है. I went there. I was working there in the yard. I started initially when I started, the game was really very nice. I was going in a car. Uncle used to take me every day. This is our yard. इसमें क्या क्या करना है. उसके बाद 3 or 4 days back, he said, this is your house. You have to live here. You'll be getting 5,000 rupees in a month. You have to come to the yard on your own. And then the works which have been given to you, you'll have to do. I said, okay, no problem. I started. Then that day when early morning when I actually had to go, I didn't understand how to go. I'm standing on the highway waiting for a truck to take lift. And I didn't know that the truck guy takes money. So I took the lift sitting. He said, 50 rupees है ना आपके पास? I said, हाँ है. तो वो अपना किराया है वहाँ तक जाने का. I'll drop you there. Okay, fine, no problem. The journey started. I worked there for about 6 to 8 months and probably a year, and I learned a lot. I learned the value of life, managing my, actually not managing, I would say, understanding the real life see, on grounds. कि भाई आप ज़मीन पे हो और क्या है, एंड आप जब भी अच्छे फैमिली में हो, कार से सब कुछ है, तो क्या है, व्हेन यू आर लेफ्ट अलोन, द लाइफ इज़ वेरी डिफरेंट एंड डिफिकल्ट टू. So in this journey, I learned a lot. I learned about generator. I learned about steel. I learned about in furniture which comes from the ship. The ships actually come from Britishers की जो पुराने ships होते हैं 18th century के या कोई कोई वो check करके they get it there. So what happens in this? There are a lot of things which are there in the ship.
So this is the ship breaking yard.
Breaking yard.
Okay.
They break the ship and they sell everything.
Okay.
So the whole process of 3 months. In 3 months, the Saurashtra government will give you about 3 to 5 crores, depending on the ship what you buy, and you have to do the rotation. आप 5 करोड़ का 5.5 बनाओ, 6 बनाओ, आपके ऊपर है, but you have to pay back the Saurashtra government, including selling the total ship, okay. Everything together. So most of the things, interior things are sold before the ship is landed here because that time is not there. But the whole idea is to cut that into correct requirement and sell it. So one fine day when, since you're asking this story, so one fine day I was very curious and my uncle said that there is a dispatch and you'll have to stay back late. So I thought, what to do? So 10:30 in the night, after finishing dinner, I told the labor, I want to go up on the ship. Well, sir, not possible. You cannot go. बोला चेन से ही जा सकते हैं, यूज चेन्स टाइंग द शिप, रोक के रखते उसको. तो मैं बोला प्लीज़ मेरे को जाना है, फर्स्ट टाइम एक्सपीरियंस, आई वांट टू सी हाउ द शिप. ठीक है, we can go, and there were 2 people behind me to hold me if I fall or something, and I went up on the ship. It's about 35 or 40 feet you have to climb. I went up in the ship. I went to one of the cabins in where जिधर I think Britishers का है, जो भी पुराना टाइप का जो इंटीरियर था, very very nice, very very beautiful, which was supposed to be sold is in 1 or 2 days. I went inside, I removed few drawers and all. I found pounds there. I picked up the pound. मेरा आदत है कि wherever I go, कि I want to see everything. भाई क्या है, क्या नहीं, छोटा है, बड़ा है. And then that experience was excellent. Got down and then my grandmother expired, so I got back to Hyderabad, got back to my business. But I learned actually what life is, because it's not easy. It's not at all easy. When you just talk about कि I'll do this, I'll do that, but when you actually go out of your family, you're alone, working is not easy. So there I learned a lot of things about money, money management, relationship, how people treat you when you have and when you don't have. So ऐसे बहुत सारे चीज़ सीखा था. That was a mind-blowing experience, and I'll never forget till I die.
So that was your first
core. That was my core thing which I did, and from there I didn't have fear. No fear. Okay, I'll do anything. I can do anything, like that.
This was, I think, when you were in 16.
I was 15, 16 years old. Enter first year when I flung to, I be about 15, 16 years.
Yes.
16 only.
Good. So then you came back, you were here at the family
back.
and other thing.
Then, yeah. I got back the family, then I finished my whatever education, but then in our house there was a rule. If you are working, if you are studying, you have to come half day to the shop. So then the working period was there. My working, actually my studies is my work with my family.
Okay.
With my father. Going to the shop, going to the factories. So whenever I used to see my friends, कि भाई मैं apply में MBA करने ऑस्ट्रेलिया जा रहा हूँ, we used to discuss कि why don't you also join? So I had a discussion with my father, my uncles and all. So they said, what MBA? You have to hire MBA. You come, sit in the shop, sit in the factory, will teach you what MBA is. MBA in Gujarati, actually they say, મને બધું આવડે છે. Means I know everything. MBA. पढ़ के जो आता. तो पापा said, तेरे को सब मैं इधर सिखा.
अच्छा, MBA का गुजराती का एक्रोनिम है आपका.
हाँ, गुजराती version of MBA, what we say is, મને બધું આવડે છે. Means
that's MBA.
MBA means मेरे को सब आता. तो तेरे को जो एक्चुअली सीखना चाहिए, मैं तेरे को दुकान पे सिखाता हूँ, तो आ जा.
Okay, very good.
तो कैश काउंटर पे बैठ, तेरे को सब आ जाता. MBA में. So then he said, it's important to, now it's very important, education is very important. Then one day when he said, कि अपन फैक्ट्री वगैरह सब कुछ ले रहे, नाउ व्हाट डू यू थिंक, एमबीए करना है क्या? तो एक बार वो जो नशा चढ़ गया काम का, अंडरस्टैंडिंग रियलिस्टिकली वैल्यूज़, पैसे जब पैसे जब गले पे बैठते, जब पैसे गिनते ना सर, तब सब सीख जाते। पैसे गिनने के बाद मेहनत भी करते तो सब सीख जाते। एंड देन डैड यूज्ड टू से कि व्हेन आई हैव सीन अदर किड्स के जो बच्चे आते, दे ट्राई टू चेंज हाउ वी वर्क। दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि इवन इफ दे वर्क studied abroad, the way India works is very different. MBA might polish you, but when you are actually working is very different.
No, ये जो आप your observation is very different but correct. When you start at the grassroots, जो आपने कहा ना कि I didn't have fear, I don't have to worry about anything, is because you have nothing to lose. जब आपके पास कुछ है ही नहीं खोने के लिए, then the fear is not there.
Correct.
And everything you do is to gain something, whether it is your respect, whether it is experience, whether it is the way to work and learn and grow. Now, see, MBA or no MBA is a conversation which we can do later, but the ultimate thing is learning will never stop.
Never stop.
आपका फॉर्मेट ऑफ लर्निंग में
100%.
आप ऑनलाइन कर सकते हैं, ऑफलाइन कर सकते हैं, बुक के थ्रू पढ़ सकते हैं, एक्सपीरियंस के थ्रू सीख सकते हैं, बट योर लर्निंग विल नेवर
I agree. Agree. Completely agree.
One interesting thing, see, business में आ जाओ, and you made a statement and I want to pick up that because I know that is there in the book. जब आप पैसे गिनते हैं ना, आपको सब आता है. That brings me to the title of your book,
Yeah.
Money Vibe.
Yeah.
Vibe is an energy.
Vibration.
Yeah. Right. And you keep telling that in the book also, that you attract the energy.
Yes.
You attract the vibration.
Correct. 100%.
Tell us about it. कि कोई भी अगर कोई देख रहा है, anybody is watching this episode,
Yeah.
how can that person identify his or her vibe?
So money vibe basically is the vibration which I actually call when you receive, when you're at a receiving front of money, and when you have that power, and you will feel from inside. I don't know why, but I feel this from inside. Money gives that kind of power and confidence in a person, which he can actually do anything. Why is that? Because see, today, example I'll give you. I will not say ki money only is everything or whatever. For me, it is not everything, but it is a tool which gives power to everything. I'll just give you a small example about why I say money has that vibration, why it is powerful. Sir, today a person who is working from morning, everybody starts in the morning, early morning, goes for work. End of the day, for what? Money, right? You meet your relatives, you meet so many people. The power is shown when a person has done something in his life. He's achieved a lot, but end of the story is achievement is connected to money only. Because today I have seen a lot of people, they may be doing very good in life, but sometimes when they don't understand that power of money and they misuse it, they go down. And in relationship, people actually treat, अरे इतना सारा था, सब लुटा दिया. So there is an energy, the confidence, the energy, the satisfaction, the freedom, there are a lot of things connected to money. Money is like a superpower, I would say. It's a power which actually everybody should gain it, adapt it, use it very well. But using that power in the right way is very important, which people make mistake and then they fall.
So again, मुझे, if I have to look at my money vibe or my money energy, what are the one or two things I need to reflect? मतलब as a person मुझे क्या देखना चाहिए?
See, as a person, अगर if you're seeing money के हिसाब से आपको क्या देखना चाहिए, तो you need to understand something very important कि पैसे का आप usage exactly कैसा कर रहे हो.
Okay, how do I spend my money?
How do you spend your money? You're spending in the right direction or no? Is it required? Is it needed? Is not needed? For example, people today, when they are using their money, they're using after seeing other people, it's not required, it's not necessary. कि भाई आपके पास अगर पैसा है और आप किसी और को देख के वो खर्चा कर दे रहे हो विदाउट सीइंग दैट वेयर यू विल बी, then that power is gone.
So the discretionary power,
Yeah.
that power
That
to
gratitude
spend your money should be in your hands, not influenced by the mob mentality around you.
Don't let money control you. Very, very important. You need to have that control. That is why I say you should manage that money so well that you control where it goes. Don't let money control you.
Yeah. So in fact, this point is my next question. आपने already उसको पहले बता दिया कि earning money is not important. Of course it is, but earning money is not as important as managing your money. You get my point? So I want you to understand, tell me that इसमें if I have to step back, earning money is one bucket,
Yeah.
managing money is another bucket,
Yeah.
but the way you manage money needs a totally different mindset.
100%.
आपका बुक में भी मैंने पढ़ा है,
Yes.
in terms of managing money, the mindset you need.
Yeah.
So for our audience, for the benefit of the viewers, let us talk a little bit about what are those 1 or 2 or 3 things which everybody should follow, you recommend,
Yeah.
to manage the money mindset.
So managing money mindset are in different ways with different people and different perceptions. For me, for example, if I say कि मेरे को if I have to manage my money, I'll give you examples. I make my money boxes.
Okay.
My money boxes tell me कि this is my travel box, this is my needs box, this is my wants box, and I will not touch the box till that time comes.
Okay.
If I have to travel next year, I will start the box today. For 12 months, this is the amount I need to travel. So designated values given to your money boxes without touching it will make money. You can make an investment box, you can make your life retirement box. So depending upon everybody's requirement, usage and their lifestyles, they can make boxes. So for me, managing money is very, very simple, but adapting is difficult.
Correct. Following
Adapting is very difficult. People, I've made mistakes. I get into a mall and sometimes I've gone there to buy something, but I buy something more and come back. So that is
human. That is
yeah,
human,
very
yeah.
human nature. So what I do, I learned that what I want, I take that much cash only. And I like I told you last time, I don't use credit card in a very difficult situation where I may require, then I will use it, which I think you also don't use a credit card. We have something
we are
common.
very old school. in
Old
that
school.
sense.
So the requirement is 5,000. Keep 5,000 in your pocket. Go buy that, because if you don't have, you won't go anywhere else and buy. So few things which need to be practiced. It is not easy, but yeah, once you start, anybody with a smaller amount also, if you start, they can manage.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, but I also want to add one more thing, which I learned it all along the way, is today we live in an environment where everything is online. At least 90% of the transactions happen online, whether it is Amazon or Myntra or Flipkart or you name many sources. So the practice which I learned, again, somebody told me and I practice it, is whenever I get tempted to buy something, because you scroll Instagram, somebody selling you something, you see somebody using a new product, you want to buy it, you go on Google. Nowadays, every phone has that AI thing. You take a picture, it will show you where it is available, what is
available.
So you end up going into that cart, add to cart. So what I do is, I give a gap. I learned it. This is not something which I innovated, but somebody told me, every time you have a temptation to buy something,
I've written that in the book.
आप
Just wait.
उसको कार्ट में डाल दो,
Wait.
48 hours छोड़ दो. Wait. 48 hours के बाद भी, if you have the same urge,
The decision will change.
same need that मुझे ये लेना ही है, I want to buy it, then
Correct.
buy it.
Correct.
Buy it. Whether it is credit card, debit card, that's not a problem. But if you don't have the same urge, then you know what you have to do.
Your decision changes or
आपका
maybe
decision change हो जाता. So managing money is again an art. It's a mindset.
yeah.
I'll tell you, many people have earned more money than you can imagine. But what has happened is they have not managed it well, that they've lost it.
Correct. 100%.
They've lost it.
100%.
Right? So there is a story which goes, and many people say this, people who win lotteries,
हाँ हाँ
they are now suddenly millionaires. ठीक है, out of 1 lakh people, maybe one person may win the lottery, but that one person never had the money before, but he have is now. He has it or
Yeah.
she has it. But आप 1 month, 2 months, 1 year के बाद जाओगे, he will go back to his original position.
There was one case in Konparar ka Karorpati also.
Yeah.
So somebody had won about 1 crore or whatever. So in few months or year he was gone.
Bankrupt.
Bankrupt.
Back to zero or
Zero
back
हो
to
गया.
square one. Why? It's
करोड़पति.
because आपके पास वो mindset नहीं है. So attracting money is one thing, but managing money is another important thing. Now, because आपने cash का बात लाया and we started that conversation about we carrying cash, he has an interesting thing and I want you to talk about the magnet. Magnet and also the higher denomination.
Yeah.
ये दो point आपने जो बताया, I am following it.
Yeah.
Maybe after
It's like
some time I'll show the people that I have a money magnet wallet which I use.
Yeah.
But please talk about it.
So what I do is, normally I carry cash only, but to keep the cash, I have it in my pocket. I just show it to you. It's
There you go.
it's a magnet. It's a money magnet. So the more you put the money in your magnet, it attracts more money. This is what I believe, and it's happened with me. And in my wallet, I always have a higher denomination note like $1 or a pound. That also I have. I'll show it to you. So this is something which is a little very different from. See, this is a Singaporean dollar, and then I have pounds with me.
That's a pound, yeah. British pound,
100
yeah.
pounds. So I keep this.
So you have a higher denomination.
Higher denomination, it attracts a lot of money. I believe that, and I think yes, it happens. It happens with me, so it will happen with everybody. And another thing is I can't use this in India, so it's always there.
You will never spend it.
Never spend it. It is always there.
Yeah. So there you go. Two people who believe in hardcore cash,
That's
giving you tips on how to hold and attract more cash, right? You can do the same thing by practicing it. And if you happen to follow one of these practices, let us know your feedback, because with your feedback, many more people will start following it or may learn about it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
100%.
So moving on,
Yeah.
we spoke about personal money management and the mindset we need to manage money.
Yes.
Now let's take it one step next. Parenting
Yeah.
or adults and seniors passing on the finance wisdom or money wisdom to the next generation.
Yeah.
Because we'll talk about this. What are the things you feel today's parents and today's seniors should do when they are passing on the wisdom on money management to their next generation?
Yeah, very, very good question, and this is actually required today. So I will start by giving my own son's example. Okay, so my son now is in the UK, he's studying, he's doing his economics. But as a parent, me and my wife both have always asked our kids, my son, whenever he goes out or he wants money, that why does he need it? That is a very, very important question. Then he also start thinking and say, okay, this, that, whatever he needs for. And then does it require that money is actually for his need or his want or his desire? Now this same thing my father had asked me and taught me. I come from a Gujarati family. Numbers are always asked to us anytime. कि पैसे के बारे में बात आए तो सर कैसा भी हिसाब किताब को पूछते हैं. Now, whenever parents today, when I'm seeing, which I am not saying I don't like it, but you're spoiling your kids, because that literacy of managing money is very, very important when it comes to today's generation. Because if that literacy is not given, that from where we have got, how we have built ourselves, giving them that stories, they will not have the value. First, create a value. पहले माँ बाप बन के बोलो कि बच्चा कि मैं ये मेहनत किया, मैंने ये स्ट्रगल किया है, तो मैं इधर आया हूँ. उसके बाद पैसों के बारे में समझाओ कि ये टोटली जो स्ट्रगल है आज पैसा कमाने के लिए, आज तू जो कर रहा है, मेक हिम रियलाइज दैट वैल्यू कि व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इज बिकॉज आई हैव डन दिस.
Correct.
where you are today, because where I am coming from and what my father has taught me. And आज मैं अगर 12 तक पढ़ा या जो कॉलेज खत्म किया, मैं आज तेरे को MBA करने के लिए मैं जमा करके दे रहा हूँ. So that value will be there first. The story is very important. Mother side, father side, both sides. Both have to tell ki this is very important. If the story is understood by the kid, automatically he will have the value of money and he will realize कि भाई खर्चा मैं कर रहा हूँ, but father has earned it very hardly. So I have to be very cautious about careful of where I'm spending, how I'm spending. So I think that will come only if you start any. But if there are parents who say कि हमको नहीं मिला, बच्चों को देंगे, that is wrong. दो, बच्चों को दो सर, मना नहीं कर रहे, बच्चों को दो, मगर वैल्यू सिखा के दो.
करेक्ट.
बच्चों को पैसा देना 100% टुडे, things have changed, things are different, but then value बता के देंगे. अरे रिस्क भी ले सकते. कभी कभी मैं what I do is sometimes I give off money. ठीक है, ले ले, ठीक है मेरे पास है. फिर let us understand कि what he has done. Ask him. This is ये ले 500 rupees, ये 1000 rupees. Ask him. उसके बाद खर्चा हो गया, आ गया वापस पूछने के लिए क्या किया तू उसका. He'll tell you 5-6 things. ये. Then you ask him कि उसका वैल्यू किसका क्या वैल्यू है. तो वो जो अगर कोई चीज़ लिया वो यूज़ नहीं करेगा, then you make him realize कि you bought. I don't have any problem.
You have already bought it.
Bought it already. मगर अभी उसका वैल्यू नहीं कर सकेगा तो इट्स वेस्ट हो रहा.
Yes.
So he will that moment when he actually understands that ना. So basically why I say insist on doing this is sir, आगे फ्यूचर में ना वो डिसिप्लिन हो जाएगा पैसों के बारे में.
Absolutely. I think आपने सही बताया, because the whole idea of money management, or for that matter any resource, like he said, money is a great powerful tool. Any tool you manage, you need to understand, or you need to ask this question that am I using it in a disciplined manner? That is important. Computer. Today we keep having a big debate about online में बच्चे खराब हो रहे हैं, the kind of influence of online media and everything is taking us to the wrong side. Yes, but the power to use it is in your hand.
Yeah.
The power to use it is in your hand.
100%.
Today you have a mobile phone in your hand, you can use it to call somebody and tell them that you love them, you care for them, you are available for them. And the same mobile phone you can use to do a spam or a hack, or today cyber crime is again using through mobile phone.
Correct.
It is the same tool. How are you using it? What are you doing about it? Anyway, coming back to the money part, two things I immediately picked up from you, and I'm trying to paraphrase the same thing for the benefit of all of us, is first thing, tell the value of what you did or you have to go through to build that nest, the financial nest what you have built. Whether it is small, medium, large, extra large, doesn't matter. जो आपने किया to build that, explain that, make your children, make your next generation, make your family members understand. Number two, give them access, but always ask them questions about what have they done with that access.
Correct. Very important.
It is not from the point of view of you are right or you are wrong, but you are asking them from the point of view of let them do self-introspection. कि मैंने खर्च किया, but is it really useful?
Yeah.
Or did I get carried away?
Yeah.
Because that reflection will go a long way, because many of us, including me, including you, lot of us are looking at, like he said, no, we did not get this, let's give it to the next generation. And they will also say that we did not get it, we'll give it to the next generation. But if they don't have the discipline, there is nothing to give to the next generation.
Zero. Nothing will be left to give.
Right? So that is one thing. Another important tangent is, when you talk about money vibe, today that literacy part, the financial literacy part which you keep talking about, what is the right age? Because many parents think, अभी बच्चा छोटा है, बात करेंगे, बाद में बात करेंगे, अभी तो वो छोटा है, उसको तो नहीं 4 दिलाएंगे, 5 दिलाएंगे, वो पूछ रहा है तो मना नहीं करेंगे. What is the right age to have this kind of conversation? Because you have written the book, what do you think is the right age?
Sir, मेरे लिए तो एज का, if you ask me, my father taught me when I was in school. यानी स्कूल जाने I was in 6th 7th, तो रात में नंबर्स सिखाते थे, that is tables, कि कितने पैसे का कितना होता, क्या होता. And then I remember chalo, father has taught me. And then I remember my son, my own son. He was, I think, 10 years old. And I had this bike and I used to drop him every day to Food World करके जो Food World है वहाँ पे I used to drop him. And one day he said कि पापा I want something. I said ठीक है, no problem. I gave him 100 rupees. He went inside, came outside and gave me the change back, whatever he wanted. He took. I think he wanted some stationery. तो बेटा क्यों चॉकलेट वगैरह पूरा था, क्यों नहीं लिया? नहीं पापा, मेरे को इतना ही ज़रूरत था, मैं ये लेके आ गया. He taught me कि भाई पापा, what I need, I am using that much only. I don't require more. So I'm very, very proud of my son till today because he's in UK now, sir. So when he tells me कि Papa, this is what my budget, this is what I am doing, this is what I need, this is what I require, and I've planned in this way, I feel कि he's won the battle. मेरे को अभी डर नहीं है उसका. His future is secured.
Correct.
He'll understand. He's understood life basically, how he has to manage his money. So that one thing I'm very proud of. Now, if you're asking me, कब से सिखाना चाहिए? It is not सिखाना, sir. Every time, whenever there is a discussion of money matters, when your kid starts, today maybe 13, maybe 12, maybe 10, you don't know. At that time, you just tell him, ask him few things about his requirements, and slowly, if he is smaller, younger, बड़ा होते बॉन्ड्स भी बढ़ते जाएंगे और आप उसको नॉलेज देते जाएंगे कि भाई क्या तेरे को रिक्वायर्ड है, क्या रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है, और तेरे को डिसिप्लिन कैसा इसमें मनी में कैसा रखना है. सो फॉर मी इट वाज नॉट, एज इज नॉट अ फैक्टर, बट स्टिल इफ यू आर सेइंग कि मैच्योर होने के बाद थोड़ा हो जाए, तो मे बी अबाउट 13 से स्टार्ट करो या 15 से स्टार्ट. टीनेज 100% टीनेज. बिकॉज सी, अगर हम लोग वी टॉक अबाउट जनरेशन, हम लोग खुद बोलते हैं आजकल के बच्चे बहुत होशियार हैं और जल्दी होशियार हो गए, क्योंकि आज उनके पास देखने के लिए बहुत कुछ है.
करेक्ट.
वी डिडंट हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स टू सी.
एक्सपोजर,
फोन ही नहीं था पहली बार. तो एक्सपोजर इज अ नेक्स्ट लेवल. एंड वन मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग विच यू नीड टू टीच योर किड्स इज डोंट कंपेयर. आप किसी का भी कुछ भी देख के, क्योंकि वो लोग भी स्कूल जाते हैं, वो लोग भी लोगों को देखते, कोई पैसे वालों के बच्चे मिलते, कोई भी मिलता किसी के पास. डोंट कंपेयर. जस्ट थिंक कि उसके पास है, उसको रिक्वायरमेंट होगा या नहीं भी होगा, बट डू यू हैव द वैल्यू फॉर इट, यू वांट इट और नो. दैट इज अ वेरी मेजर पॉइंट, बिकॉज kids get carried away 100%.
True. I mean, but बोल क्यों सर, as adults हम लोग क्या, people get carried away as adults, saying that उनके पास अभी क्या है. If I have to take an example, वो Stanley का water bottle.
हाँ.
Stanley का water bottle, it's a rage. मतलब every adult, okay, one celebrity is using it or somebody is using it, but nobody is saying, oh, 3 लीटर पानी रोज पी रहे हैं.
हाँ.
They're carrying their own water bottle, because 1 liter water is some weight. You have to carry it. That nobody is seeing, but everybody is saying, अरे वो Stanley का water bottle मुझे भी खरीदना है.
मेरे को ही खरीदना. उसका रिक्वायरमेंट है नहीं है, वो सब देखे बिना people just see something and buy. So that is one thing which is, it is, the world is of that, but we can't help it, but you need to control.
Yeah, you can't negate it, but you can at least avoid it.
Avoid it, control it. जरूरत नहीं है तो मत करो.
Yes.
जरूरत है तो करो.
Nice. So one other thing which I want to talk, उसी इसमें, you talk about a lot, and this is also my belief, so I want your opinion on this. Money should not be stagnated.
100%.
Money should always be in flow.
In flow. Yeah.
Right? So talk about that. उसके बारे में जरा बताइए.
So money, for me also, for you also, it has to be in flow with the right investment, with the right way of managing it. Maybe you invest, for example, you are doing a business. After doing business today, you may be making a little more out of that money. You use that money, invest in some right way. For me, if money is stagnant, should not be stagnated and moving also, but end of the day, it should give you peace. You should sleep well. How will that happen? If the decisions are made right, investments are made right, working with the right people. पैसा पैसे को बनाता हो तो 100% है, मगर पैसा पैसे को बनाने के बाद अपने को अच्छी नींद दिए तो नथिंग लाइक इट. विथ गुड वे ऑफ using the money in the right way, you should be satisfied, happy, and you should also have that money with you. That is the right way.
So when you say use the money in the right way, then we come to the point of investments.
Yes.
Okay, because you have income, then you have expenses, and then you have investments. Right. So investments का बात करेंगे तो the normal question which comes to everybody's mind is the trade-off between risk and return.
Yes.
So you have been an investor yourself. आप business बनाए हैं, you build, you're a entrepreneur, and you're also an author on money, and you talk a lot, and you keep sharing your wisdom on money matters. And what is that one or two things or that framework we should have whenever we are considering investments?
When you're considering investment, see what for me, I would tell you, I take risks. Risk I take, but that risk is very calculated. For example, if the money is invested, you have to be ready for both the things. If I say in real estate, we are just discussing about real estate, the markets are not that very great now. But I have the capability of holding it. I am strong enough कि yes, I know things will move or things will change. The risk is very, very minimal, and I know that my money will come back someday or the other. So that kind of investments are very, very clear in my mind that if I invest somewhere, it has to be very, very calculated. The calculation should be such that it should not bother you much, but work also should go on. So most importantly, people see others also and invest. सर आज फॉर एग्जाम्पल सोने का भाव बढ़ रहा सोना ले लो कोई 120 में लिया, कोई 100 में लिया, कोई whatever में लिया. But you should have your own research. I bought, yeah, I tell people मैं खरीदा, but that was the right time when I invested. एक बार वो पीक पे चले गया, फिर आप जाके नहीं वो मेरा दोस्त लिया, मेरे को भी खरीदना है. अरे भाई वो लिया 100 में, तू 200 में ले रहा है. Does it make any sense? So वो ईगो साइड में रख के आप अगर पैसों को सही जगह पे लगाएंगे with your knowledge, with your risk, and most importantly, if you don't know the business, sir, don't put the money.
Exactly.
It is very, very important.
Very, very well said. See, once you want to play with your money, the least you should do is put your time and energy to it first.
100%.
You cannot just say, "Okay, I will not do anything, but I will follow somebody what he is doing and then I'll try to get money." It doesn't work like that. What he said, I completely resonate with that you want to invest or you want to do any particular decision involving money, at least do your research. At least understand what you are putting your money in. Please put the money wherever you want, because उसमें क्या होता है, at least one thing is sure, even if it doesn't come up as much as you expect, you own the responsibility that I took a decision based on whatever knowledge I had.
You won't blame.
You won't blame.
No blame game.
And once you do that, 9 out of 10 times, the chances of you losing money is not
there.
Because your gut will never let you down.
Your intuition will never let you down.
It will never let you down.
100%.
So that is the thing. Now, the next piece, and this is a very philosophical kind of a question, but I want to ask you because you've seen the ups and downs of life.
Yes.
After a particular point, it is just one more zero to the number.
Yes.
So that means money starts losing meaning, but money starts giving new meaning.
New meaning.
Money in its exact form will start losing meaning, but money starts giving new meaning. I'll give you an example for the benefit of everyone. So, till a point in time, you want to make your bank balance. After a point in time, you want to create a foundation or you want to create a kind of a enterprise where that will start giving jobs to people, that will start doing some meaningful work in the society. Now that's where that number starts losing meaning, but it is converted to giving new meaning to the world.
Yes, correct.
Right? So what is your way for a normal person? मतलब जो business family से है या job कर रहा है, what is the attitude? What is that thing we need to keep when money is losing its real meaning in the cash form, but it is becoming more meaningful?
So it's a very, very good question. So I myself, like to help people, sir. I love to help people. Maybe money-wise, maybe giving them opportunities, whatever. At a stage of life where you said that money loses its meaning, after that stage, you have to cross that stage. There's no limit to it. People are greedy also.
Correct. You have to put a
But
number.
yeah, you have to put a number that where you want to go, and after that, what you'll do. That also is difficult. So because my father and my father-in-law keeps telling me कि आदमी के पास कितना भी पैसा आ जाए, उसको अपनी greed तो कम नहीं होती. But my father always said कि after that, if you want to give away to the society, like for me, I have given this book, which is for me a very, very big thing. If I can share my money management skills to people, and if they can learn and benefit out of that, then I'll be more than happy. For example, there are a few students, sir, who called me after that, uncle, you've changed my life. And that gave me goosebumps. Sir, the liftman in my Aparna one building, when I entered the lift, he was cleaning. I said, sir, you are the author of that book, Money Vibe. I said, yes. And how did you know? I asked him. Sir, I saw in the group you had put a picture in the community group. I said, yes. So, sir, it's about money. You have a copy. Sir, where to buy? I said, you come up. I took him to my flat. I said, you take this copy. You read. So that has given me more energy, more satisfaction, I can say, than anything else. So that is one part which is like, when you go back home and you feel nice. I have done something, giving something to the world, to the universe. That every time it's not about money. See, normally what happens is people think we are talking about money, money, money. But there is something which you need to understand, that this tool is very important.
Exactly. I was connecting back to that.
जो value है उसका, वो समझो. हम ये नहीं बोल रहे कि भाई आप पैसों के पीछे भागो, आप ये मत खरीदो या desires मत रखो, want मत रखो. बट उसको ऐसा सिस्टमैटिकली बनाओ आपके लाइफ में कि आपको कभी भी वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं देता. आप कभी गाड़ी खरीदते उसको मेंटेन करते ना. कोई भी चीज़ अपने पास अपन लेते उसको चीज़ को मेंटेन करते, बरोबर सर्विसिंग करते, पेट्रोल भराते या डीजल भराते, वो चलना अच्छा. तो पैसों को भी ऐसे संभाल के रखो कि आपकी ज़िंदगी की जर्नी में चले अपने साथ, लाइफ लॉन्ग तक चले, कभी कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना दे. और वो मैं सिखाना चाह रहा हूँ सबको विद दिस बुक. And I'm very, very happy with few people who have actually benefited out of that. I'm very happy.
Absolutely. And I'm sure this book will do wonders. It will become a bestseller. And I'm sure it is available on Amazon.
Yeah, it is available.
It is available online.
Flipkart, yeah.
So anywhere you can pick this book. But the idea is the purpose behind the book. That's the whole important thing.
Yes.
In fact, if you remember at the beginning of our podcast, we started by saying money is a super powerful tool. Yes. And we are continuing that by connecting the dot that beyond a point that cash becomes meaningless, but it brings new meaning to life. So that's the whole thing. Anyway, तो अभी money का बातें बहुत हो गए.
Yes.
We have had a lot of conversations about money.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk personally about Mr. Anand Mehta.
Yeah.
तो थोड़ा आपके बारे में बात करेंगे. Let me ask you a few questions, and I think with that we will end up this podcast.
Yes.
But before we end that podcast, थोड़ा questions on you. Yes, we know about your business, we know about your family, your son who is in UK and all that. But personally, with all the money you have made and all the gyan you have, what is that area where you feel that यहाँ पर मैं थोड़ा फिसल जाता हूँ? Like you said, spend some money on maybe international travel.
Sir, I love traveling. I travel at least 3 to 4 times in a year. And apart from travel, I also love few things, very small thing, but perfumes and all. Perfumes which are not very normally you get there, expensive perfume. This same thing is with my wife. So our travel journey, I think, started in 2012 when I got independent from my family and all those things. So first we started with London, and then there was no looking back. So me and my wife, my son, we love to travel. Then we decided, every year when we decide to travel, it increases by 2, 3, 4 times. And then I make money boxes more for my travel than my regular this thing. So I may not be spending here in Hyderabad for because work and all those things, but that travel box will never fail to fulfill that travel box. So I love traveling.
Good.
And travel gives a lot of experiences. Travel is something, it's I can't put in the right word, but nasha hai. Travel is like nasha.
It's a
And
kick.
kick, it's a kick. You can say it's a kick. So when you go travel, you see so many new things, you experience a lot of things, and end of the day, this is my way of spending my money.
Yes.
This is my
It's one
my
channel.
channel.
It's your channel.
Yeah.
Everybody will have that.
Yeah. So working on that channel, I've traveled a lot.
Good.
Touch wood.
Which is your best experience? I mean, I know you have traveled a
New Zealand is a superb place which I would like to go again, and Iceland, which I just recently went. These two places are superb. I think mind blowing, and we loved the place. New Zealand is very very good. So I hate driving. Okay, driving as in driving not in city but even on Indian highways. But there, me and my wife drove 4 kilometers together. Every day, sir.
in Iceland.
No, New Zealand.
New Zealand, okay.
New Zealand, mein, roads are superb. Like, you love to drive there. So, because I hate driving, I'm very bad. So, वहाँ पे they used to honk मेरे पीछे that you are taking the wrong ways, and अपने को वहाँ पे rules मालूम नहीं है. But my wife was a better driver. Then I shifted her. तू चला भाई, मेरे को गाली मिल रही. So that was one thing. Iceland also is very good. Iceland is one destination you should go. 100%. Very nice.
And in India also you travel?
In India also I travel, but not much as my parents have traveled. I love Kashmir. I love Kashmir in India. That is one destination which you should see in summers and winters both. Specifically in winters. Winters mein to Kashmir is very good. I love Kashmir. That is one destination which I love. And otherwise in India, mostly I love to go to Tirupati, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, which is
Money vibe.
money. No, no, but yeah, money vibe also, and Tirupati Lord is given me a lot. Yeah, he's blessed me, so I love to go to Tirupati.
Very good. Very nice. So during your free time in Hyderabad, when you are at home, what is the most comfortable thing you do, like you indulge in? Watching TV, spending time with family, reading a book, or getting friends? What is that which you do effortlessly?
Every day, sir, I have time.
Okay.
I spend time with myself, sir.
Yourself? Okay.
I spend time with myself. I sit in the balcony. Every day morning, sometimes I get up very, very early. But I get up today, I got up at 3:30. And then I have a habit of making my own tea. I love to make my tea. I sit in the balcony and actually see around. I stay on the 14th floor. I have a good view. So, once I just think about. There are a lot of thoughts which come, and then I start understanding myself better. I've gone a little more on spirituality also. So that is one part which I'm liking it now. I'm doing this now from spiritual thing from only 6 months. But being with myself, I'm doing it from very long time. And that gives you a different kind of power, I think. I don't know, but people normally staying with their self, they don't, they've tried it or no, I don't know, but try it. It is a superb experience. It is a experience which you face with your own self. There is no gossip, there is no people, there are no people around. You're not talking about the world. You are with yourself.
Yes.
That experience is superb. And that I think every human at a particular time should
go through that. Experience it.
I stay with myself. I love.
Good, great. And next question, and my last question in this particular series of knowing you as a person is, you have written a book and you also traveled a lot, and you have your own personal space in your home and other things. What is in store? What is that bucket list which you want to now do in the next 1 year or 2 years? जो मुझे अभी next try करना है, experience करना है. What is that goal you have set for yourself?
So the goal I've set for myself is, first thing is I want to spread money vibe to the universe. That is very important. The second step which I have actually, I want to make 1,000 crores.
Okay, that's your...
That is something which I tell to myself also. When I say I'm talking to myself, I don't know why, but there's something which I keep telling my friends also कि भाई मेरे को 1,000 crore चाहिए, मेरे पास चाहिए. I want that.
And you know that you will get it. You are working on it.
I'm working on it, yeah. So someday that thing should happen, opportunities, waiting for new opportunity, new work. Let's see. It's there in my mind. It'll come. So I manifest a lot. So
Yeah, that's what I was about to
I
complete.
manifest a lot, yeah.
That's what I was able to say. So, human mind is an amazing tool. Whatever it can conceive and it can believe, it can achieve. So, if you are able to look at the number,
Yeah.
that itself is a 50% completion of the goal. Because many of us keep talking, मुझे बहुत पैसा चाहिए. I want name, I want fame, I want to become rich. But if I ask the next question,
Specific.
if I ask the next question, how much money you want? Very rarely, at least in my experience, very rarely I've come across people who say, this is the number I want. It can be anything. Like in his case, it is 1,000 crores. In your case, it can maybe 10,000 crores. In somebody's case, it can be 1 crore. But they don't have the courage to put that number on the paper. And let me tell you this with my own experience. The day you put the number, whatever may be your number, the day you put your number on the paper or you can see it in your mind, 50% you are nearer to that number.
I agree. In your mind, at least you're there.
You're there.
I want to tell one more thing.
Yes.
For everybody this is, which I practice. When I go out of my house, finish your breakfast, lunch, whatever, out for work I'm saying, specifically every day. If you people practice this one thing, कि today what is your goal? कि आप आज, what I tell, आज 1 crore तो लेके आ तू घर. Generally I'm saying, 1 crore तो आज घर लेके आऊँगा वापस. या everybody will have their own perception कि कोई बोल रहा है कि आज ये काम खत्म करके आऊँगा बाहर. वो काम हुआ कि नहीं हुआ?
That's it.
अपने दिमाग में रखो कि सर ये करना ही है. वो 1 crore का 10 लाख लाओ, 1 लाख लाओ, 50,000 लाओ, 5,000 भी लाओ घर पे वापस. बट अपना जो एफर्मेशन है, अपना जो पॉजिटिविटी है टुवर्ड्स व्हाट यू आर गोइंग फॉर will always encourage you and you always be in the right path.
No, absolutely. And you're absolutely bang on with this. And I think there is no better way to end this episode on this particular note. You got to be clear about what you want and you want to do it daily. So the two things which will take you closer to the goal is number one, the clarity of thought, and second, the discipline and purpose.
Correct.
These are the two things which will, in any field, we're talking money, we're talking business, we're talking entrepreneurship, we're talking legacy. These are the two important things. In fact, आपने जो कहा, I'm reminded of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs' philosophy was simple. He used to say there is two things in this world. Number one is signal. Number two is noise. If you can focus on signal. Noise doesn't matter.
Correct. This is the main thing.
Noise doesn't matter. So उन्होंने जो कहा कि when I go out of the house for work, I have a signal to myself. I'll accomplish this 1 or 2 or 3 things. And once that signal is taken care, noise is noise.
Noise is always going to be there.
It's going to be there.
Always going to be there.
So you
Focus
don't have to
on
worry
the
about
signal.
it. Focus on the signal.
Yeah.
I think both of us are saying the same thing.
Focus on the signal.
That brings us to the end of this particular episode on the Legacy Podcast. Thank you very much for joining us, for being with us, for spending this entire time. As always, Legacy Podcast is where we grow people, build businesses, and leave a mark. It's not about what we are, it's about what we want to be. So on that note, Anandji, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All mine. And I'm going to take this as a prized possession.
When I see people holding the book, I feel nice.
Yes, so
very nice.
Hold this Money Vibe with none other than Mr. Anand Mehta.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us on this podcast. Until next time, we will be continuing to bring more and more value on this particular channel. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.